But I tell you, the house was so small, I would take my football cards, and I had 2 stacks. I had my 1 stack with Tony Dorsett, Roger Staubach, Franco Harris, and I had a scrub set, right? I had a scrub set of football cards. And people would ask me, how you got the scrub set of football cards, man? I don't want those. Well, I wanted them. You see, the reason why I wanted them was because I put 1 or I put 2 on top of each other. I take clear plastic tape and I tape them up. And depending on what I wanted to do with them, I would cut off the right corner or I would cut off the left corner. You see, if I wanted to put them into my left shoe to keep my socks from getting wet, I would cut off the right corner. And if I wanted to put them in my right shoe to keep my socks from getting wet, I'd cut off the left corner. You see, football cards slid real nice up into my shoes, and they kept my socks from getting wet. You see, when I grew up, we didn't have much. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, mom, dad, sister, brother. But the one lesson I got, I was enough. I've gotten to travel all across the globe, speaking to audiences just like this and different than this, and C-suites, and leading multiple hundreds of millions of dollars of organizations. But I was just this little guy who grew up in Germantown who had holy shoes sometimes. I was a little guy who would come into the house sometimes. I would smell the food cooking before I hit the front door, run into the house, run into the kitchen. Mom, where's the food? There'd be 1 plate in the kitchen, my dad's. Mom would say, you know, Jane didn't have dinner tonight, so we gave him our food. You can have peanut butter and jelly. Though we didn't have much, there was always enough. Though I didn't have much growing up, I knew the message that my mom and my dad instilled in me, and that was, you are enough. And so I come to you today to talk to you a little bit about tools and concepts about business and small business and moving ahead and growing. But I want you to understand one thing, because everybody here is not going to have a contract as they talk to, as they alluded to. But you are enough. If you take a $100 bill out, and you crumble it up and you throw it on the ground and you step on it, is it still worth $100? Yeah. If you take that $100 bill and you rip it in half and you throw it on the ground and you step on it, is it still worth $100? As long as you got some of that clear tape like I used to have, yeah. Right? What I want you to understand is that this may not be your shot. You may get balled up, you may get thrown down, you may get stepped on, you may get bowled over and ripped in half, but you still have value. You are enough.